Hey everybody, it's your girl Genine LaTrice Perez. Welcome to the How You Living podcast, where we bring resources about health and wellness and fitness right here to your front porch. What better way to show you how I live on How You Living?
How you living? What? How you living? What? How you living?
Boy, 'cause I'm living my best life, and I ain't gonna hold back. 'Cause I'm living my best life, and I ain't got time to be fooling with you. They said closed mouths won't get fed.
Good morning, everybody. It's your girl Genine LaTrice Perez. Listen, I gotta get my morning coffee. And nothing like French vanilla or hazelnut. It doesn't matter. Whatever. I just need some coffee in my system. And, because when people want to know how I'm living, I'm going to tell you how I'm living. I'm living my best life because I got my morning cup. Look at that. Oh, my God. Yes! You have no idea how that makes me feel. When I don't have my coffee, I'm a whole nother being. I'm just dry. But I'm lively now. Hey! I just got to pause right here. I just got to show you this. So before I show you how I'm living, let me show you how I was blessed with where I'm living, okay? Let me tell you, there was a time when I didn't know that I could have what I have, but I knew that him, Daddy, let me tell you who Daddy is. Daddy is the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. I got to say it right here, and you're going to hear me say it on this podcast because I do not mind giving up praise for the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. But he truly blessed me with this house. Faith, and it says blessed. The faith the size of a mustard seed can move mountains. May not have had a dime to be able to get this house, but guess what? I had faith the size of the mustard seed. And now, this is how I'm living. Hey! Thank you, Daddy. We talked about faith and how I was blessed, and that enables me to live how I live. He also knew that I needed a creative space. And let me just take a peek. I'm living my best life, and I ain't got time to be fooling with you. This space right here allows me to develop what you need. Right here, this creative space. This allows me to bring programs to you like Miss Teen Tours, a girls program for ages of 11 and 18, teaching them character, service, education, and culture. Then there's Arkansas Youth Leadership Initiative. And Arkansas Youth Leadership Initiative teaches young people skills to lead in the way of prevention against alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs, protecting their peers. Then there's OHTP, something near and dear to my heart, and you'll hear a lot about that for young people between the ages of 18 and 25. We don't want them to be lost in the shuffle. We want them to know that they still have a support system, even though they're considered young adults. Now, since you've seen where the magic happens, where the creativity flows, let me show you some real behind the scenes action. You ready? You better be. Yeah, you see it. It's a bathroom. But this is where magic happens also. It's a special place for me. It's that place where I get prepared for the morning, where I have to look in the mirror and say, you know what, self? This is your world. You only have this moment. You better live your best life in it. So, it might start with, I know, don't get scared. Don't get scared. Here we go. I told you this was real. Don't go talking about me. Once upon a time, I would never want anybody to see me like this. I have low self-esteem, but I don't mind showing you because this is a part of the story that I'll tell. Sometimes it's about mental health and how you see yourself. That's important. Throughout this series, I'm going to provide tips, strategies, maybe even some products to help you feel and look beautiful and help you live your best life.
How you living? What? How you living? What? How you living? What? How you living?
Boy, 'cause I'm living my best life, and I ain't gonna hold back. 'Cause I'm living my best life, and I ain't got time to be fooling with you.
So, now that I look beautiful, feel beautiful, I am beautiful. Let me show you how I start my morning. Now, I do start my morning with my coffee, but I also start it in a place of peace and tranquility. It helps me live my best life. You can find spaces like this to help you live your best life. Let's go.
Cause I'm living my best life. And I ain't gonna hold back.
Hey Patrice, how you doing? I was just wondering when we're gonna catch up on that meeting. When? Let's see. Let me check all this. What about the 10th? Does that work for you? Okay, girl. I'm ready. Oh, this is that space. That space where I find peace and tranquility. This is my, what do you call it? Place of peace. You like that? And I want to show you how to find those places right in your own home for you to have some downtime, planning time, some you time. And that's going to enable you to live your best life. It's a mental thing. It's an emotional thing. It's a peaceful thing. Oh, and yeah. Guess what else? Come over here. I'm going to have guests at the glass table right here. Because I'm not the only one that has access to resources. There's so many people that I have access to that have access to resources just for you that will enable you to live your best life. Glass table, part of the series. Stay tuned. So this next space is really special to me. I don't know if you're aware, but I've dealt with trauma. And in fact, I'm still dealing with trauma. But throughout this series, I'm going to share ways with you that I've coped dealing with trauma and grief, and hopefully that will help you. Follow me. So this is Livy's space. It's Livy's den, okay? And let me tell you about Olivia. Olivia DaVinci Von Perez, born November 4th, 1996, and then went to her heavenly home on November 3rd, 2016. And if I start to get tongue-tied or if I start to break down on you, don't worry about it. You'll probably see that a lot this series, especially when I talk about trauma. By this November, it'll be 5 years, and it's still very present with me. So on November 3rd at 3:07 p.m., I got a phone call. And that phone call basically was, hey, mama, this is Olivia. I'm just letting you know where we are, what we're doing. I'm letting you know we're on our way back from Pine Bluff. And my sister said she called you. So that's getting emotional. But you didn't answer the phone. So she asked me if I would call you. And she's at Central and she's not feeling well. And I said, well, it's what, 3 something? Livy, I can't, leave. I'm at the after school program. I can't leave the job. School's almost out. It's okay. It's okay. Where is she? She's in the nurse's office. Okay, well, she can stay there until school's out, and then I'll make sure that I check on her. And she says, okay, mama. And then she says, well, I love you. And I told her I love you too. 3:07, 3:08, 3:09, 3:10, she was gone. And I was completely unaware. I did not learn that my daughter had been in a tragic car accident at 3:10 p.m. that day after I got off the phone with her. It wasn't until 8 something at night when 2 state troopers were at my front door when I pulled up, asking me to identify my children. Name them by name, in order. And I did. Emmanuel, Olivia, Sophia, and Isabella. And then he pulled out a picture and said, this is your daughter, Olivia? Yes. Ma'am, I'm sorry to inform you. She didn't make it. She was in a car accident earlier today at 3:10 p.m. So Yeah, I'm still dealing with trauma. I'm still dealing with it. But each day, I'm able to do things like OHTP, Olivia's Hope Todd's Promise, in honor of her and for young people between the ages of 18 and 25. Because I'm not going to forget about her, and I'm definitely not going to forget about them. So I mentioned that it'll be almost 5 years, or it'll be 5 years in November, and this Christmas tree. This Christmas tree is really special. I know. I have it up year round. At one point it was all red because that's what I decorated my Christmas tree with. But the year that Olivia passed, in 2016, people came over from everywhere, and each one of them decorated a bulb or created a bulb or brought an ornament for the tree, and it's been up ever since. It moved from one house to this house intact. I was not going to take anything off of it. And a couple of months ago, I was like, you know what? I think I'm finally at that point where I can take down the tree. I got my bins out. I'm ready to take the ornaments off. I said that was a couple of months ago that I thought I would finally be ready to do it. As you can see, it's still here. You do things in your own time, the way you need to. Trauma is real. And just like butterflies appear in the colors of orange and blue, because those are Olivia's color. I know you've seen butterflies throughout my house. So let me tell you this. Because I get excited. Because if I see a butterfly, you never know when you'll see the butterfly. Because it comes a lot. That's Olivia. She shows up exactly when I need her to show up. And I'm gonna see if my film crew will help me dig into my archive, because I've got a perfect video to show you when Olivia came to the campus to visit her mama the first time. It's gonna mess you up because it messed me up. But I pay homage to the butterflies, just like in the front door, on the front porch, and all throughout my house. That when she shows up, you know it's the real deal. And she's approving of her mama. She's like, Mama, I'm here. I got you. Don't you worry about a thing. And hopefully just by sharing my story, you'll understand that you're not crazy. You'll understand that those things are comforting for you. You're not crazy. It's all a part of the process. I'm okay with you being on that journey with me. Because again, I just want you to live your best life, even when dealing with trauma. All right, so this is my home. I thank you for taking the tour, okay? So check this out. I got one more thing to show you. Come on. Ow! So, I need to tell you this. In this series, we're also going to be doing hot topics from the hot tub. That's a little something for you. But it's got to happen because it's real, okay? I'm going to have some special guests in the hot tub with me. But for the most part, your girl will be in the hot tub. So, thanks again for tuning in to this series, the podcast, How You Living. I'm your girl, Genine LaTrice Perez, and I'm living my best life. And I ain't gonna hold it. And I ain't got time to be fooling with you. Hey. 'Cause I'm living my best life.